This is why your squat shoes make you lift less weight. In this video, I'm going to discuss the endless debate of if squat shoes or heeled shoes are better than flat shoes and if you should use them. So stay tuned in this video to learn everything you need about when making your decision. First of all, let me know in the comments what shoes you use during your squat. Let's get into it. If you go to your gym bro, he's gonna tell you
gotta buy those $200 squat shoes, mate.
In this video, I'm going to tell you what positives heeled shoes have and what positive and negatives flat shoes have, and we're going to compare them, and hopefully you will be able to make your decision if you need squat shoes or if you need flat shoes. If you just stumble on this video randomly, I'm going to explain to you what squat shoes are or heeled shoes. Squat shoes are basically shoes that are designed to help you squat deeper, meaning that you have an elevated heel to keep your feet in this angle instead of flat. You see those shoes and you ask yourself, should these shoes be good for me? Do I need them to squat more weight? Do I need them to squat better? And all that depends. It depends on a lot of stuff. First of all, I'm going to give you the positives that I believe these shoes have. And then you're going to be able to make a decision. You're going to have an understanding for which people these shoes are designed for. First of all, let's start with the most obvious one. Squat shoes are great for hitting depth. Squat shoes can change your balance because of the elevated heel. Squat in a more upright position and you don't have to lean forward that much. You can hit depth much more easily. Hitting depth is harder for people with restricted hip mobility and restricted ankle mobility, most of the cases. The squat shoes allow you to get away more with mobility issues like ankle mobility and hip mobility, but please keep in mind that squat shoes are not a magic fix for these types of issues. They are just a short-term fix to help you get working with the correct technique faster. And in the long term, you will have to combine this with some mobility drills to help you improve your range of motion in the ankle and the hips so you can squat better over time. If you just put your squat shoes or squat on plates because you have bad ankle mobility, it's like you shove your problems under a carpet and then over time it's gonna cause more problems. So you have to address those problems in parallel with squatting with these shoes so you can keep progressing but also keep fixing the core problem. Just like I mentioned before, squat shoes change your balance, meaning that you have a more forward travel or more forward position, meaning that you have more quad engagement and less posterior chain. That means that if you are a quad dominant lifter or if you are a lifter that has stronger quads, squat shoes might be the right option for you because you use more of those muscles. You can use heeled shoes to bring your quads more in the squat, but you also have to train your posterior chain to become a balanced lifter and have no weaknesses. You can't just go on full-on quad mode. You have to have a posterior chain to be healthy, to have a balanced body, and to be able to perform better and be an overall better athlete. Another tip is that if you have flat feet, some squat shoes have a supportive sole for that stuff. So some shoes might also be a solution for a combination of problems. So make sure you check into that. Another positive for heeled shoes is that they might be suitable for tall people with long femurs. This will allow them to get in a deeper position more easily and maybe allow them to squat with a better technique that will help them squat more weight because of their biomechanics. If until now you think that squat shoes are a good option for you, my suggestion would be that you start with a low heel and then maybe increase the heel if needed. You don't always have to go to high heels directly, but depending on the restriction you have in the ankles, you probably have to go for a taller heel. If you have very, very bad ankle mobility, you're gonna probably have to get a taller shoe. But my general suggestion would be that you start with a low-heeled shoe and gradually move into a taller heel. And then you might say, oh, this sounds great. Maybe I should get some shoes, but what are the disadvantages? I have seen a lot of people that wear these shoes just because of the style and because they look cool. So make sure you need them before you buy them. And then another negative of this is that heeled shoes probably cost more than normal flat shoes. Some squat shoes go in the ranges of 200 plus euros. So you have to be sure about your decision. You don't have to throw your money away for something you don't need. This is everything basically you need to know about heeled shoes, why you should use them or not. Now let's move on to flat shoes. Why should anyone use flat shoes? Most people that start squatting, they usually start in flats because they don't have access to heeled shoes. When squatting flat, you can see any problems that you might have or any restrictions like ankle mobility and hip mobility. But many people don't have these types of problems and these people are probably gonna benefit from flat shoes. If you squat in flats, you probably have more posterior chain activation, meaning that you use more your hamstrings, glutes, and back. And this is good for people that are posterior chain dominant lifters. And how do you know that? Some markers that would be that you have a strong back, you are a stronger deadlifter than you are a squatter. So if you are a person with a strong posterior chain, maybe you should go for flat shoes. Check your technique. If it's good, you don't have to spend all that money on heeled shoes. Another positive of flat shoes is that they can also be used for deadlifts, and we usually go with a flat shoe that has a thin sole, so you don't have an increased range of motion. It can be a hybrid shoe for squats and deadlifts. So now you know if squat shoes are suitable for you, or if you need flat shoes to be a better lifter. You always have to check with your technique when wearing any types of these shoes, so you can also make a better decision down the road. I just gave you these tips so you can have an opinion before you buy any of these shoes. You can always start squatting in flats and see if it doesn't work for you. If your technique is bad, maybe it will be another indicator that you might need heeled shoes, and you can try that without spending money. So that's basically it for today. I hope I helped you form an opinion on the matter and help you make your decision. And if you need squat shoes or not, if you need flat shoes or not. I want to thank you like always for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out Strengthblox. We offer individualized powerlifting coaching and individualized programs. We also offer technical feedbacks if you need to improve your technique fast. So make sure you check out strengthblox.com and make sure you follow us on Instagram at Strengthblox. We offer free powerlifting tips on our Instagram, so make sure you follow. And I'll see you next time.